Now, one question that I get asked a lot is how hard is the National Registry Exams? How hard is the NREMT? Inside this video, I'm going to break it down for you exactly. I want to help decrease failure rates for NREMT, for EMT school, for paramedic school. Watch these videos, watch this content, and believe me, you will start to understand EMS medicine. Anybody out there that wants to serve their community as an EMT or a paramedic should be able to do that, and I'm here as the paramedic coach to help you achieve that. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Evan again, the paramedic coach here, back at you with another video. If you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe down below and tap that notification bell. That way you can see all the content that we do here every single week. Now, if you are new here as well, or just watching this video, I want you to hit the like button down below, support this channel here, and that way it helps this video get out to more people. Now, what we're going to be talking about here right now is the National Registry Exam hard? But I want to do something different. Why don't we make the National Registry Exam easier? Let's do that, huh? All right, here we go. Now, with the National Registry Exams, here are all of the main three provider levels with the National Registry. We have EMT, Advanced EMT, and the Paramedic exam. Now, I'm going to break down, there's a lot of numbers here. Let's break it down. Now, you'll see here it says live, and then over here is the questions. So let's say the EMT exam. The EMT exam, you're going to have between 70 and 120 questions, but there are what we call pilot questions on the exam, which means they don't count towards your score. National Registry just puts it in there to see how people do with the question, how it works, and should they put it in their bank of questions. They're kind of testing it out on you, but it does not count towards your score. So we call these live items. So 60 to 110 are actually live, and the exam goes for 2 hours until it stops you, okay? So it will stop you or you'll go all the way through. That has nothing to do with you passing or failing. Hear me out on this. With all these exams, except one we're going to talk about, if you get stopped early, does not mean that you failed or passed. If you go all the way to the end, doesn't mean that you passed or failed, okay? Both scenarios happen. You just have to wait for the result. Usually take about, I say 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, but usually about 24 hours. Now, what's this 85-15 that you're seeing here on this board? Now, here's what it is. Later on, and stay to the end, I'm going to go through the main 5 things you need to study for your exam, okay? Do not miss that. Stay till the end, okay? Now, hear me out here. The exam in each section, the 5 we're going to talk about later, those 5 sections are broken up between 85% adult and 15% pediatrics, except one, which is EMS operations, okay? There's no adult and PD in EMS op, it's just general EMS operations, okay? So just so you know, essentially, the test is broken up 85% adult, 15% pediatrics, basically, okay? Now, we notice something interesting here. Advanced EMT is 135 questions. There's no gauge. That's because the Advanced EMT exam is different. What that means, you will take all 135 questions, but my friends, you're not going to believe this, only 100 of them are actually live. 35 are pilot questions. Crazy. Now, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is why I tell people, when you're on the exam, and maybe you see a question that's kind of, you're like, whoa, what's that? Don't be nervous. I always think, it's probably a pilot question, and that's what I tell my students, okay? Now, the final part here is paramedic, 80 to 150, 60 to 130 are live. That means there's 20 pilot questions on every exam, okay? And again, same thing, broken up 85% adult, 15% pediatric per the 5 sections we're going to talk about at the end. Stay tuned for that. Now, here's the most important thing that I want you to keep in mind. The exams cost money for you to actually sit at the exams. So the EMT exam is $80 per attempt. The advanced EMT is $115 per attempt, and the paramedic exam is $125 per attempt. So what that means, if you keep going attempt, that money adds up. And we'll talk about that later on. So let's now dive into some major points about the National Registry. This right here is the 5 main sections of National Registry for everybody. EMT, advanced EMT, paramedic, okay? Now, the percentages are tweaked a little bit by each provider level, but this is the 5 sections of registry. Just some are EMT, advanced EMT, and paramedic. This is what you need to study right here, okay? Now, the first section is airway, respiration, and finally, obviously, ventilation, okay? So essentially, airway and breathing. Then we have cardiology and our resus, okay? So you think about BLS and ACLS, stuff like that for your EMTs and medics, right? Now we move on to the next section, which is going to be our trauma. From trauma, we go to medical and OBGYN. We're going to talk about that in a second. And then finally, EMS ops. Now, on every exam, the smallest section is the EMS operation section. That's the smallest section on exam, okay? Now, here's something I want to share with you that people mess up on. Pediatrics, OBGYN. Now, I'm not saying you can't mess other things up, but those are 2 things, in my opinion, that in class, you may have gone over quickly or only a few chapters. Then on exam, you get a question on it, and all of a sudden you're like, what's that? So I want you to make sure you study plenty of pediatrics and plenty of OBGYN and ask questions if you have questions about these things. It's so important, okay? So these are our 5 sections that we got to go over to master the National Registry exam. Now, before I go, remember the whole goal here was to make this easier. The title here was, is it hard? We're not going to think about, is it hard? We're going to make it easier. I'm going to give you some tips before I take off. Now we're making it easier. Now I want to give you some quick tips about the exam here. Now here's the first thing. You can see here, I recommend that you study 20 to 30 days out for your exam. Now, have students passed studying a few days out? They have. Do I recommend it? No, okay? I am a person that likes to prepare and prep for things. You don't want to be caught off guard. Oh, I'm 3 days out, I'm not ready. What you want to do is you want to, for example, stumble across this video maybe 40 days out. Start taking action and learning. Then you want to start studying 20, 30, 40 days out. That's my recommendation. Can it be done faster? Yeah, it can be done. But do I recommend it? No. If I was your coach who came to me, I'd say, look, we're going to study 3 to 4 weeks out for this exam. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you'll see here, is Zoom with a study buddy. So what I want you to do is find a classmate, could even be in a group, whatever it may be. I want you to find a study buddy at your provider level, okay? And I want you to meet up with them maybe once, twice a week and go over those 5 sections, okay? Very, very important. Now, this third thing here, you probably have never heard of. Maybe you have. It's called alpha waves. Now, what alpha waves are and what they do is, I've had students that maybe have ADHD. Maybe your mind's always going, right? The alpha waves, they're basically brain waves, and what you do is, it sounds crazy, but hear me out, guys. You put it in the background while you're studying, however you're studying, okay? You put it in the background and you listen. And it's going to make you focus a lot more, okay? A lot more, okay? If you notice, I actually put some waves in the background of my videos so you can pay attention and learn, especially on my lectures, okay? That's why I do it, right? Practice what you preach. Now, the last part here, and this is so important, my friends. I cannot tell you how important this one is. Study content, not practice questions. You have no idea what question you're going to get on exam. So here's what you got to do. You have to find a way to study the 5 areas of content. That is how you get smarter. And when you get smarter, the questions become so much easier. The most important thing is studying content over questions. Practice test questions. What that is, it's just an assessment tool, but you're not actually studying content, taking practice questions. This is why, for all of my students, I recommend this right here, right? Now, the other option is you can open a giant book, a giant textbook. The problem with textbooks, it's an overload of information, right? It's not very mobile, it's kind of heavy, right? And it's not short, concise, and to the point. Sometimes it's in a language that you might not even be familiar with or understand yet. So what I've done, I've taken those 5 core sections of National Registry and I've distilled them down into short, concise videos, taking section by section by section for every single provider level. EMT, Advanced EMT, and Paramedic as well. And I've partnered up, that's my video vault. I've partnered that up with me as your coach inside our private Facebook community. So what that means is you get access to our private group and you can ask me anything you want while you're getting prepared for your exam. But my friends, I gotta tell you something that's so important about what I'm about to offer you here. If you want to learn more, click down below. This program is not just gonna help you pass National Registry, and I've helped hundreds and now officially thousands of people pass their National Registry exam, but here it is. The course also includes on-the-job tips. So once you actually pass your exam, you will go back and continue to use the course over and over again as you're practicing out in the field live with patients. So my friends, click down below, hit learn more, and get access. There is no monthly payments, and you get lifetime access for only $49 to everything. Check it out down below, and I will see you there.
Like everything that you were saying was just connecting all these links inside my brain, and I just knew right then and there, I have to have this program. I have to have all the information that he's willing to give. I need all of it.
I went through it. I spent the time and money in other areas, and I'm just going to let you guys know that this was everything I was searching for the whole time. The first couple of videos I watched, what I noticed, I just immediately started connecting dots on some of these things I didn't have grasp.
Went on there, then I continued reviewing, and I did it for about a month, and it helped a lot. Like I said, even after school, and I took that test one time, and I passed it.
Your particular program, you have your students engaging, and you have your students discussing, and you have your students actually using your products. And I'm seeing time and time again students that are coming in and announcing their new certification with National Registry.
Results, obviously passing the exam, doing it pretty quickly, 70 questions in about an hour.
Well, you definitely are like how your videos are. Like, I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but you are how your videos are. So that was awesome.
So people who are getting ready for paramedic school, or if you're getting ready to go in the Navy as a corpsman or as an Army medic, you got to prepare yourself. Evan, I know you got a program that helps people prepare that way. So bottom line is, guys, you don't ever want to hear something for the first time with a bunch of other students. So if you're in a competitive learning environment, you don't want to hear about AFib for the first time where everybody else, you want to have an understanding of it before you walk in the room.
From 120 questions, passing 2 sections, near passing 1, and then I think 2 below passing to 70 questions passing completely.
$7,000 for school plus everything else that you put into it all the time, and all the time off work and family and everything. It's to see people fail and fail and fail and then just quit, which I know a couple people who have. I tend to say, it doesn't hurt to have somebody right there to talk to, send a question.
Anytime I get the chance, I would gladly offer or advise them to sign up for you and your paramedic coach. It's truly helpful and amazing at what you do.
I want to help decrease failure rates for NREMT, for EMT school, for paramedic school. Watch these videos, watch this content, and believe me, you will start to understand EMS medicine. Anybody out there that wants to serve their community as an EMT or a paramedic should be able to do that, and I'm here as the paramedic coach to help you achieve that.